Oh wow, look at that.
Welcome to Detectival 2025.
Not quite sure what that is. First hole was a wrinkle. This is my second hole, and I think it might be like a 9 carat gold. I'm not entirely sure though, because it could also just be brass, but it's just how it's come out the ground so clean is I don't know. Could be, if it's gold, it's very like low purity, that's for sure. There's some heavy digging in here. It's really dry. Got a nice little old penny there. Well, I say nice, it's completely toasted, but better than nothing. Just half of a tomback button there, nothing special. Come on to some different fields now, because the fields where we were, it was really hard digging. I can't complain because I had gold off it. So come on to this nice ploughed field, and that's my first find here. I'm not quite sure what that is, but it's old. My best guess would be some kind of strap mount. Yeah, it's definitely a mount of some form, isn't it? That has some real age to it. Just a ring-shaped thing there. It's got a thread on it. It's fairly modern, I would have thought. That, if I am not mistaken, is a little Roman coin. It's a bit knackered. You can't really see much on it at all, but I'm pretty sure it's a broken old Roman coin. That's really nice. Very nice to find one of them. That was a really lovely signal, but unfortunately it's just a knackered old 4-hole button. I believe I have another Roman bronze. This is turning out to be a really good dig. Definitely a coin, isn't it? And it's definitely old. I reckon it's Roman. Let me know in the comments if you think any different, but I'm pretty sure that's a Roman. That is a button. It's seen better days, that's for sure, but there's something on it. I can't quite make it out. It's probably some kind of military button, but it's a bit bent there. Can't quite see what's on it, so I can't make out which way round it goes. But yeah, just an old button. That is a folded, bent up clog clasp. You can just see it there on the edge where it would have clicked into place. I don't think there's a pattern on it as far as I can tell. Maybe there was once, who knows, but it's pretty beat up. That is a little handle, probably off a bit of farm machinery. Or a pencil sharpener. I don't know why there'd be a handle off a pencil sharpener in a field in the middle of nowhere. But it's definitely something. That is some kind of button. Never seen one like it before without anything on it. But the strange thing was, that was coming up at 99 on my DS, unless there's something else in the soil. I don't think there is. It doesn't go any higher than 99, so I wonder why that was screaming so high. I don't think it's silver. Maybe it is silver. Probably not. I'll give it a little clean up and have a look. No, definitely not silver. I don't know what it's made of. Just a little piece of lead there, but I find it fascinating. I don't know what it is. I just like the shape of it. Could be part of a pot mend or whatever, don't know. Another 4-hole button there. They give off such a lovely signal. But yeah, nothing exciting unfortunately. That is a little hobnail. It's pretty old. I don't know how old, but it's got some age to it. It's a good sign of habitation in the field. That, I believe, is a tiny little piece of silver. Yeah, definitely think that's silver. It would appear to me that I am on my second gold. It's I'm pretty certain it's gold. And it's like covering silver. There's like a silver inlay layer inside. You can just see there in the corners. There probably used to be a stone in that. I think it's an earring of some form. Or it could even be part of a ring. But that is definitely gold. Double gold in one day. That doesn't happen very often, does it? Just a surface find here. Just spotted that while I was walking past. Can you guess what it is? I've got a good idea. I think it's from a hobnail boot. The heel on a hobnail boot. Because it looks kind of like the footprints I saw down the mine a few weeks back. But yeah, that's what I think that is. No idea what that is at all, but it was a screamer of a signal. Probably because it's bronze or brass or whatever. But yeah, no idea. Another little button there. This one is kind of chunky, and I think there was something on it once upon a time. I can't see anything there now, and the shank is there on the back, but it's just folded over. First find on day 2 is this little piece of lead here. I think it's probably a pot mend. Nice little buckle there. No idea on age with that one. I'd say it's probably fairly modern. Just looking how it's been made. Looks like it's been stamped out of a piece of metal rather than cast. Or however they make them. I've got no idea. That's an interesting little thing. I have no idea what it is. I don't think it has any real age to it. But potentially could, I guess. Let me know in the comments. At a glance that looked really nice, but it's just a modern 20 pence. That is a knackered old Tomback button. Unfortunately, no pattern on that one. There's another little button there. I think it's actually the back piece of a button. There would have been like a bit on the front there, maybe with a pattern on it or something. I've just dug up this lovely little Jetton. Reasonably good condition. Normally there's nothing on them at all, but this looks really nice. I can't make out what's on it. But that's definitely a really nice find. It's probably medieval, so it's a good sign for some hammers. Hopefully going to find some silver ones. Don't know what that is. It's got some kind of patterns on it there. It looks pretty old. It's a little bit broken. I wanted to try and flatten it, but it's a bit of a crack in there. Yeah. Don't know about that one. That is another little hobnail. I had one of them yesterday, didn't I? But it's a good sign, assuming it's off a shoe, of people walking around in the field a long time ago. This is fresh out the ground. I do believe there it is, a florin. Oh, lovely. I'm going to give that a little clean up. See how well it comes up. I think I might have... I don't think I did that. I think that's probably from a stone. But yeah, let's give that a little clean up. That's the best I can clean it in the field, but it is a Gothic Florin, I believe. It's Queen Victoria on the back there. I might clean it a little bit more when I get home, but I don't want to get too much of the patina off that. But wow, what a beautiful coin. That's made my dig, that has. Little D-buckle there from down in there. That is absolutely solid soil. It's so hard to dig, but it was a nice signal, so I had to get down there, and it was just this little buckle. I do like a good buckle, but I mean, it wasn't really worth the effort. Another little bit of lead there. I mean, I haven't filmed all the lead. I've had loads and loads of lead, but I think that's probably another pot mend, which is quite cool. A little bit interesting, I guess. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but what I can say is that it's pretty old. My best guess would be some kind of strap end or something like that. Bit bent there. I thought it was one solid piece, but then I realised it was like two pieces with mud in the middle, so that's what makes me think a strap end, but I don't really know. Let me know in the comments what you think. What is that? Don't know. It's definitely old, but yeah, I've got no idea what that is at all. Just a little bullet casing there, and Not a very exciting one at that. I can't really tell, but I'm pretty sure that's just an old half penny. It's pretty knackered. Clocked it with a spade there. Unfortunately, it's such hard digging in there. But copper coins is something I've not been finding a lot of this weekend, so maybe I'll find a few more. Or even better, some hammers would be nice. That's an interesting little piece of metal there. It's obviously extremely old. Could it have been part of a ring? I guess there's potential, but I don't really know. Put it in my pouch and we'll see if there's any more in the hole, shall we? No, nothing else in there. Nice little piece of clay pipe there, just sitting on the surface. Do love a bit of clay pipe. Hopefully I'll be able to find a complete one. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Part of an old penknife there. It's like, not just broken, it's snapped in half as well. I don't think the blade is still in there. But yeah, quite nice. But whoever lost that was pretty upset at the time. This was pretty much on the surface. I found it with a pinpointer and then I've left it to pick up. Oh wow, look at that. That's a matrix seal, isn't it? Oh, that was pretty much on the surface there as well. Oh my god, what a weekend. Absolute beautiful. I can be a bit more vocal now because I'm in a field by myself. When there's loads of people around I tend to be quite quiet. But geez, wow. Oh yeah, I absolutely, this is the bucket lister for me. Absolute bucket lister. Never ever had one. I've seen them, but never had one. And oh, that's brilliant. Love it.